What's up, everybody? Radix here, the one from 72, the ultra neutral. And I know I said I'm not going to be doing music videos, but I just remembered about talking to 1010 a little while ago saying, did you know that Paula Abdul is a Jupiter? And then we brought up the thing with the music video, Promise of a New Day, right? If you guys go, I know most people just don't get it and you just don't understand, but literally this world was promised to them and they're going to get this world. I'm you know that I'm neutral to it. So I'm not against what they're doing and I'm not for what they're doing. I'm just showing you that they've been telling you. It's not that they haven't been telling you. They told you and they warned you. And if you go and watch, and you probably won't do it, but you should go and do it. Go and watch the Paula Abdul Promise of a New Day, right? I mean, you can look it up for yourself. It says that, Paula Abdul is a Jupiter. Like, if you look up her heritage, she's a Jupiter. And then you go and you watch the video, Promise of a New Day. The first thing that she says is the eagle is calling and it's calling your name. So she's not saying God is calling and he's calling your name. Like, I remember when I used to watch that video years ago when it first came out, I thought that, oh, this is like a spiritual thing and this is like about, Adam and Eve and stuff. And I thought it was all that. Boy, was I wrong. I was completely wrong. Now with new eyes, new fresh eyes, now with new knowledge, and understanding, that there is another race of humans here from Jupiter, and that they are taking this earth and they've been telling you in their religious text, look, the Bible does not exist if the Torah didn't exist. The Torah came first. Done. That is the source. Okay? You have to go there. You can't just take the Bible as this is the source of the knowledge. Literally, it came from the Torah. I'm sorry if you don't want to accept that and you want to live a lie and you don't want to actually know the history or the roots of where this stuff comes from. This world was promised to them. Promise of a new day. And it's like when you listen to the lyrics in that song, and she says, the eagle's calling and he's calling your name. Did you see the video that I posted that's called Who is in Control? That video actually did pretty well for my small little channel. It's called Who is in Control. Go watch that video and you'll know the source of the eagle. Because that's what I talk about in that video. It's called Who is in Control, right? You can follow that eagle that is on the banner here in America that they take to march into war, into battle. They took that same eagle in Germany to march into war, into battle. They took that same eagle into Rome to march into war, into battle. And you can research that all the way back to ancient Egypt. These people that come from Jupiter, they have a pact with a certain group of Anunnaki. Not all the Anunnaki, but a certain group that they have a pact with. You would call them angels. I don't even think that they look at them in that perspective. But, the humans do. But the Jupiters, I'm pretty sure that, the ones who are in the know and really know that they're, that there was some type of a pact and they helped them come from Jupiter to Earth. So we see this so much now when we really pay attention to movies about them. Look, even the movie, even Star Wars, right? When they did was it episode 1 or whatever? Because it was Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and then Return of the Jedi. Then all of a sudden we find out later on down the road that, oh, that was books, 4, 5, and 6, I guess. And they were like, we're gonna do the very first one. which was that the Phantom Menace? I don't know. You know, the one with Jar Jar Binks, that stupid crap. Well, so they go all the way back to the beginning, and what do you have there? You have the queen. And who is the queen? That Princess Amidala, right? And she's a Jupiter in real life. She's literally a Jupiter. Because it's played by Natalie Portman. They've been telling you. Like, you gave it away. Not only did you give it away, you bought tickets to it. You paid for it. You listened to the music. You sing the songs. You do their chants. It's theirs. They've told you that they're taking that. And even that's the whole thing with Star Wars, right? And then the promise of a new day. She says the tides are turning, bringing winds of change. Why do I feel this way? The promise of a new day. And then she says in that song later on, she says, what will change the world? No one knows. And then she says it again, no one knows. Now, pay attention to that. What will change the world? No one knows. Right? So instead of, like, you got to understand, you have to look deeper into what's being said here. It's not that she's saying, oh, what will change the world? No one knows. No, what she's specifically saying, because she's a Jupiter, is that you don't know as a human, and it's kind of like their secret. Like, it's like, ha ha ha, no one knows. Like, that's the way I perceive it now. Like, I'm seeing things differently. I'm understanding things differently. And yes, it's like you guys are not going to be able to keep this planet. This belongs to the Jupiters. They're going to, their day is coming, and it's coming fast. It's happening right now. You know, if you look at, and those who speak against them, and this is why I'm neutral to all this shit anyhow. I'm just saying, hey, you know, here it is. Take a look at it for yourself. But people who go against them, you see what happens to them, right? Michael Jackson did that song, They Don't Care About Us. And he said in the song, sue me, Jew me, everybody do me, right? Well, they told him he was not allowed to release that version of the song because he literally said the Jupiter's names. Like, you're not allowed to say it. You're not allowed to say it. No. And so Michael Jackson had to re-release the song and put in like a sound effect of a door closing or something like a jail cell door closing when he gets to the part, you know, sue me, and then boom, everybody do me, you know, like he had to take that one part out. Like, he wasn't allowed to say that one thing. We're talking about Michael Jackson. Wasn't allowed to say the one, was not allowed to say the name. Was not allowed to say the Jupiter's name. That's how powerful this thing is. That's how powerful it is. And it's funny because I was just watching a thing on Joe Rogan too, and they were talking about, you know, about the Epstein, and the guy's like, it was like, this is like the greatest conspiracy. Like where's the perp walk on this guy? Like, they didn't show anything, and he was, and while he was supposedly locked up, he was allowed to sit in the conference room or whatever for, you know, 10, 12 hours throughout the day and have people come in to come see him, right? And they bought out like all the snacks and everything, and bought it so nobody would go near that rec room or whatever where he could have his privacy. And then all of a sudden the guy ends up dead. I mean, it's just like, you guys, like, it's it, you know, promise of a new day. Well, that's here right now. What she was talking about in that song, what Paula Abdul was talking about in the song, is happening right there. This is coming true for them right now. This World War III, well, a Jupiter literally is at the center of it all, right? And if you don't know what's going on over in Is Not Real, as of today, right now, 1972 Naftali Bennett has lost like one of his like important people in his cabinet or whatever, and now he's down to 5. And if they said if he loses one more, then there's a re-election that will happen, a pre-re-election out of nowhere, and it's a very good possibility Netanyahu could come back into power of is not real during this war that's going on. And don't think that they're not going through stuff over there right now with all this other stuff going on. And I probably shouldn't speak about it because you can't say certain things. You just can't say certain things, you know. You guys have to do your own research, but this is it. What Paula Abdul was talking about, what this Jupiter was talking about, is coming true right now. This promise of a new day, it's here. That's coming now for them, right? Like I said, they're going to get, and people just are not paying attention, and they're not really looking at the true history of stuff and really digging deep into what's really going on, right? Because people have their own beliefs. Like, look at how many different denominations there are of Christianity. Like, there's so many, but how many denominations are there of Judaism, right? Like, I mean, it's bizarre the way things are here in this country, in America, right? That people just make up their own. Like, I talked to somebody the other day, and this woman's just like, yeah, she's like, I got my own Christian beliefs and all this, but I'm not religious. You know, it's always not, now it's this whole thing where they want to say, I'm not religious. You know, it's funny. It's a total, well, you know what? They're all going to find out real soon here because it's a promise of a new day. Go watch the Paula Abdul video and listen to the lyrics and get a little bit of education there. And with that, enjoy the rest of the time that you have left.